brighten up those already bright mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter, mornings at the cabin.
That's right, it is mornings at the cabin, and it is a bright morning, and it is 11 degrees. It's nice. It's not... It's summery.
It's mosquito-y.
It's definitely mosquito-y. They have come full force. I'm staying at my mom's right now, and she's kind of got like a fenced, like it's kind of a bush, like large trees as a fence.
Yeah.
And like mosquitoes are just like, this is where we live and die.
Just ignoring that fence. Would you believe that those
Would you
mosquitoes
believe?
paying no attention to that fence? You put it up, you said, don't cross the line. Those mosquitoes want jerks.
Yeah.
Blatant disregard.
Right? And this is why we don't treat them with any respect.
That's why we kill them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, it's a thick brush, so I think it just absorbs a lot of moisture, and that's where the mosquitoes are. And mosquitoes just dead carcasses and eggs just kind of lay out for the year.
The last place you want any mosquitoes is in a thick brush. I mean, can you begin to imagine?
All right. I feel like it was expected, but it's just a lot. I want to spend some time out on the deck. She's got these nice decks. I'm gonna get out there, enjoy the 5 minutes of sunshine that we'll have later on.
There was a moment at work yesterday where I actually scratched my chin and a mosquito fell out of my beard.
They're breeding in there. You got to keep that thing trimmed. It looks like you did trim it.
There's not much to it.
Yeah. Did you trim it recently?
No.
It looks like you did.
Looks a little stagnant, doesn't it? That's where mosquitoes
stagnant.
like to breed.
How dare you? It looks glorious.
Standing beard. That's where they breed.
Oh, there are mosquitoes just breeding all over Scott's face.
Dump out your beards.
Dump out your...
It's mosquito season.
Just mosquitoes filled with blood. Beard blood. Well, that took a turn.
Mornings at the cabin, the podcast.
Wheeler, Lecter, and Ollie with you. Ollie, being a trooper that he is, friends, Ollie is. He's sick. He's here. It's okay. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Yeah, you are alive.
Could be worse, couldn't it?
I suppose. Lecter over here is feeling a tickle in his throat.
Yep.
Huh?
Slowly catching
That
up.
mosquito has just crawled up through the standing beard.
For real,
In and
honestly.
down.
Burrowed through your throat.
I wouldn't rule it out. They were all over me this morning.
No, gross.
So.
Yeah. Stop putting so much honey in your beard.
Of course, if you want to avoid mosquitoes in the Northwest Territories, what do? You go play golf.
Yes, absolutely.
And
it's just sand out there.
There's a new place to do that.
That's right.
How exciting is that?
Fort Providence.
Well, yeah, all right. It's a few hours away.
It is.
But it's an 8-hole grass course.
Yes, it is.
Which-
grass.
It's pretty. It looks like a lot of grass as well. The photos are fantastic.
Are the fairways grass as well?
Yep. Everything seems grassy.
Yep.
Everything seems to be cut by a hand-driven mower by the looks of the photos.
This is a fantastic story. CabinRadio.ca. Go check out the story. It's beautiful. Fort Providence's mayor, Danny Beaulieu, not a golfer, says he knows what a golf course looks like.
Yeah.
He's going to take a shot.
That's all you can do.
8 holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, River's got a grass course.
And they're like, I think it's 70 yards to 150 yards
Nice.
each. Which
It's a pitch and putt.
Pretty solid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? It's a good pitch and putt, which is more than I think a lot of us. Yeah, that's great from our point of view in Yellowknife.
That's
Where
true.
I think there are some people who love the sand course here, will happily play that all summer long. I struggle a little bit with the sand course. I just wrapping my head around the whole, here's your square 12-inch by 12-inch piece of plastic fairway. Anything you land on is fairway. Just put the ball on it and see if you can land on that tiny artificial green where the ball will never stop. That's a tough old course.
Are you saying you do better on a real course?
Well, I feel like, just like actual
Slightly.
grass is
Yeah.
is of benefit to my golf game. And my golf game, let's be clear, atrocious. But, yeah.
And my golf game, not so good either.
Yeah.
I do like how you're right. Everything at the Yellowknife Golf Course is fairway until you get in the cart, and then you start kind of weaving through the bushes, and they're like, "Oh no, you're off course," and it stops. You're like, for goodness sake! And then you're like, it's the governor turns on. You can go like a 1 kilometer an hour until you get back on the course where you're supposed to be driving.
Where have you been in one of those golf? What?
Everywhere, man.
You know, the midnight tournament gets you get a little
By the time
creative.
The glow ball tournament, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
By the time you go past the co-op, the buggy stops working.
But they didn't used to have governors on them, is my point.
Actually, as you recall, for the glow ball tournament, they don't allow carts, which is
that's
probably
right.
the smartest thing they
That is
ever
right. I
could have
forgot
done.
about that.
That would just be chaos.
We should play that this year.
Oh, I agree.
We didn't play the midnight one. Let's play the glow ball.
For the glow ball tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The scourge of North American golf is the golf cart. Like, get out of those and start walking.
Well, in the
that the
PGA,
church?
you can't use them. I mean, you can't use them
I thought it was
professionally.
beer.
No, but I just mean in the UK, like, it's unusual to have one.
Oh, really?
Like, you are considered very, very
Yeah.
upmarket and lazy.
Yeah.
if you've bothered to get yourself a buggy to go around it. Usually, you're either you've got them on your shoulder or you're pulling a little trolley kind of
Right.
thing behind you.
And and according to United Kingdom exceptionalism, people with disabilities or have difficulty getting around are not allowed to play golf or enjoy themselves in any way.
Fact for the day: one of the best golfers I know is a guy with no arms in
What?
the UK who has
How does he play?
has
It's all
clubs
in the
adapted,
hips.
and I believe I'm like 80%. Easy now.
Well, am I wrong?
I'm like 80% sure that the way this happens with the club is he's got clubs that have little cartridges in the heads, and they basically fire the ball. So he can line up the shot and presses a button in the club,
I've seen that.
and it punts the ball with
Yeah.
essentially the equivalent of a little gunshot.
Yeah.
It just explodes the ball in the general direction that he's aiming. So it then becomes for him your shot is a consistent sort of length and power
nice.
to it, and then you basically are in charge of the aim and actually navigating the course, which is considering you don't have arms is a pretty good compromise to be able to go play
absolutely.
golf.
Some would call him a cheater.
Yeah. That's
Some would they'd be
I'm gonna
terrible
go,
human
I'm
beings.
gonna go
wouldn't they,
ahead
really?
and call that not golf. But no, that's pretty cool. I think I've seen something akin to that.
How have I just got a mosquito bite in here?
I'm telling you.
That
Coming
is
in through the
ridiculous.
vents.
Killing me.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. No, they're
These
bad. this
cabin doors are not weather sealed. We are not prepared for this.
No.
year. No, not at all. That's why we don't come here in the winter. So if you'd like to play some golf, it's free too. This is the thing. I mean,
nice stopover on your way to the South Slave.
absolutely.
Play a few holes.
Absolutely.
Continue on your ride.
I
That's
do
all
like
right.
getting out at Fort Providence, grabbing myself a burger, about 45 black fly bites, and getting back in the car.
Yes.
So there you go.
The only gas station where you have to jog around the vehicle.
Yeah, where you want to fuel up from inside the vehicle. There's going to be a debut tournament over the August long weekend during Fort Providence and Mackenzie Days celebration, so you can check it out then.
Lovely.
Is it open now, Ollie? Is it open
Yep.
starting in the
That's free.
And it's
I
free,
also
I
want
said,
to point
yeah.
out that's
Wow.
a cool thing. Yeah.
They got to test it out.
Yeah.
Got to get some reviews on there.
Yeah, little cabin radio away day. Yeah, One of
there we
those
go.
Corporate
We need
team
more of
building
those.
exercise.
Yeah.
We need more corporate building events.
We really do.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just the 10 or 20 of us. How many people work here now?
That's just the three of us.
Just the three of us.
Yeah.
Well, what about AJ?
All right, fine. Shh, be quiet.
Well, Adam too.
Shh.
5. All right, fine.
And who's our intern right now?
Shh.
All right.
We don't have an intern right
What?
now. I know, but we get a new member of staff come Monday.
Who's that?
Always will be revealed.
Oh, yes. All will be revealed. It's very secret. Come Monday, which is the day that the rest of us will be taking off.
Folk Monday.
Folk Monday, because we will be at Folk of the Rocks until Sunday, midnight, 1:30, 2:30, whenever that dance stops.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast, where we cut out all the great music and you're left with the rest.
Just give me 1 second. Just pulling up a little something. Lecter,
What are you pulling up?
Give me a second.
Oh, okay.
Whip this out.
Okay.
You go ahead.
Oh, geez. Okay, well, I think we're going to talk a little slow pitch because, once again, the Cabin Radio Slow Pitch team was in action. First game in D Division.
My God.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
Okay.
D Division.
Yeah, D Division. It's where we should have been all along. There it is. Oh, I love this music, man. It's just the worst version of Take Me Out to the Ball Game.
So the new schedule came out. Now there's 3 games a night, which is just ludicrous because they're trying to make up for all the games that were canceled. Yes?
Yes.
So now there's 3 games a night. The first game starts at 6, second game 7:30, third game 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Which is come on. If you have a normal job, you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
got a 9 to 5-er, 9 o'clock's not that bad.
Yeah, you can
right?
make it.
Done the game at 10:30. You might even have enough in you to go for a beer after.
No.
No? But
Well,
when you're
maybe.
up at 5 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock games are just the
rough.
worst. So
Yeah.
the new schedule started yesterday. We're in D Division now. I haven't played in weeks. What happened last night?
Big win for the Cabin Radio Slow Pitch team.
All right.
14-11
14-11.
over Take Me Home Tonight.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, absolute barn burner.
Oh, it's Overtake Me Home Tonight.
Yeah.
The famous team.
More or less our affiliate team.
Yeah.
We're calling it. Yeah.
Who are they?
Who are they? Who are they?
Who are they?
Baby Brian is on that team.
All right.
Ryland Johnson.
Brittany Clark.
Possible future future former ML.
Future former. Well, I mean, if he wins,
Well, I mean, yeah,
he will be future former.
Gonna lose eventually.
MLA for life.
Yes.
Ryland Johnson.
Brittany Clark. All good friends at the cabin.
Oh, very good. Very good. I think I knew that. But,
None of them were there.
I don't keep my ear to the ground. I don't hear the buffalo coming. None of them were there.
None of them were there.
Oh, good.
But they had a team.
Yeah.
And, it was a really good game. A couple big plays. Samantha Stewart
Whoa.
of Samantha Stewart Photography making a huge catch on a pop fly at shortstop.
Nice.
Gavin McAndrews making probably the catch of the year.
All right. Well, it's.
I mean, it's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Gavin's great. He's a bit of a ringer, especially on a D division team. Having him there, it tilts the scales in our favor.
He didn't win MVP. If it makes you feel any better,
it doesn't, because
Or
he won
did
MVP the game that I was there when I got 7 RBIs. So,
no, he did win MVP. Yeah, wrong.
The first game of the season, I had 7 RBIs and pitched 3 scoreless innings, and I wasn't MVP. So that's why I stopped playing.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
I
pulled my groin on the second game, and now I'm just terrified of being injured before I leave for the UK.
If it makes you feel any better, MVP in the Slow Pitch League is arguably meaningless.
There's no argument about it. It is absolutely meaningless.
I think there's like an end of the year prize for those who win MVP the
which
most.
is why it's rigged. It's just rigged. It's right. It's like, who do we like on the other team? Gavin. All right, we'll give it to him.
Well, I don't know if anyone that the Cabin Radio Slow Pitch team has noticed, but I don't think I have actually selected the other team's MVPs as they were called on the game day. I've just been like, gone in, punched in.
Ryland Johnson. He wasn't playing. Don't care.
Yeah, this person and this person.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Well, Shannon's mad now because she won MVP last night too, and
we haven't talked about it.
She's taking exception to my meaningless.
Well, it is Shannon. We love you. We love you. Everything you do for us is wonderful. Shannon Moore, wonderful. Slow pitch MVPs are meaningless.
Shannon, you 100% deserved this empty gesture of an award.
I've never been so touched by something so empty. Well, good. I'm glad we're back in the win column.
Back on the field tonight.
I'm thinking about it tonight. Again, though, terrified of being injured before I go on this trip. There are many hikes planned.
You'll be fine.
I don't think so.
That's my analysis.
I think my body is starting to give up on me.
You will be fine.
7:30, huh?
7:30.
I'll think about it.
Okay.
All right. Slow pitch, another slow pitch break on Cabin Radio, brought to you by Cabin Radio with affiliation from Mornings at the Cabin. Another game tonight. You'll hear all about it tomorrow.
Scenes on the Cabin.
Shouldn't we, learn by dodging balls that are thrown at us, or?
That's what the sack of wrenches is for. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge a ball.
What?
Any other questions?
Oh my God!
But Patches, are you sure this is completely necessary?
Necessary? Is it necessary for me to drink my urine?
Probably not.
No, but I do it anyway, because it's sterile and I like the taste.
Okay.
If you're leading this squad, LaFleur, you've got to learn to do the dance in the dark. Here, put that on. All right, ladies, buckle up. It's showtime.
Scenes from the Cabin.
Know the movie? Submit your guest to mailbox at cabinradio.ca or send us a message on Facebook for your chance to win gift certificates to some awesome Yellowknife restaurants, including Zehabesha, Main Street Pizza, The Woodyard Eatery, Copper House Restaurant, and Javaroma. Listen to Cabin Radio every weekday to win, or download the Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
It's Folk on the Rock weekend coming up. Folk on the Rocks weekend. Why did I say Folk on the Rock?
I don't know. That's a weird...
Yeah, I'm a weirdo.
Weird thing to say.
Weirdo.
There's a lot of rocks out there.
There are a lot of rocks out there. More sand than rocks.
More sand.
Yeah. Folk on the sand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bands in the Sand. Folk on the Rocks this weekend. We are there the entire time. We will be streaming every little damn thing you can get your hands on. That's right. Streaming all 3 stages, including our own, the Cabin Radio stage, right there, smack dab in the middle, right on the lakefront. It's going to be a gorgeous, gorgeous weekend. The weather promises to be great. If you can't make it, you're terrible. No, if you can't make it, cabinradio.ca/live. We will be streaming, like I said, every little bit of it. We cannot wait. A little bit of sad news this morning. Although he was 88. He had a good run.
Yeah.
And he lived his life to the fullest extent.
Full existent.
Full existential crisis right now in my belly. Rip Torn passed away yesterday at the age of 88. Best known for probably the Larry Sanders Show. Most people will probably know him from Dodgeball. He was, what was his name in Dodgeball? Now I can't remember.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Patches O'Houlihan. And he was also Zed in Men in Black. He's got a very long, storied kind of up and down history with fame. Made his debut on Broadway in the 50s and was kind of like starting a string of classics throughout the 60s, and then kind of went into the bottle a little bit. He was kind of famous for his temper, his partying, and just kind of his almost violent ways. Pulled a knife on some dudes.
Oh, really?
Stuff like that. Like into his 60s. Would carry a knife.
Classic.
You almost you laughed like him just a little. You dodge a wrench, you dodge a ball.
Well, he carved out a niche in later years as like the gruff old guy character, and with a wonderful voice, like an incredible voice. Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I just think of him from Starship Troopers. He's not in Starship. He's not in Starship Troopers.
That's Brian Cox.
What am I thinking of?
Similar kind of thing though. Brian Cox may have been channeling a little of Rip Torn.
Maybe I am just thinking of Men in Black.
That's where he's really famous from. And then if you watch the Larry Sanders Show, which was on HBO, which was Gary Shandling's show, he was Gary Shandling's manager.
Okay,
and is effing fantastic. I'm sorry, I hate to swear. I hate to throw out those epithets, but he is wonderful in that show, and wonderful in pretty much everything he was in. If you ever saw Albert Brooks' movie Defending Your Life, he was Albert Brooks' lawyer. Defending Your Life is a movie where Albert Brooks dies and has to go to heaven, and you have to literally defend your life so that you either move on or you get reincarnated.
Right.
It is a wonderful movie. Albert Brooks and Meryl Streep, and Rip Torn is his lawyer in it, and it's wonderful.
Who did you say I was thinking of in Starship Troopers?
Brian Cox.
No.
Yes.
I was thinking of Michael Ironside.
And I was thinking of, you know what I was thinking of? I was thinking of Super Troopers.
Ah, yes.
Starring Brian Cox. And you were thinking of Starship Troopers. Yeah, that's Michael Ironside. Yeah,
equally as awful.
What?
Terrible movies.
Huh?
I love Starship Troopers.
Starship Troopers is fantastic. No, it is not. How dare you? It is fantastic.
So bad.
It is fantastic. It's a beautiful piece.
Watch it now.
Of fascist satire.
Watch it now.
No, it's great. I have watched it. I watch it all the time.
Really?
All the time.
All the time.
I'm watching it on my phone right now. It's a great movie.
Your multitasking ability.
How dare you? And Super Troopers is also great. What is wrong with you?
Blow me away.
How dare you? Super Troopers is a better made movie than Anchorman. There, I said it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well. Anchorman's very funny, but it's a poorly made movie.
It's
poorly made.
All right.
Yeah. That whole thing with the bear at the end, that was because they had an ending planned, right?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know the notes, the liner notes of Anchorman.
That is one of the things, unfortunately, when it comes to heavily improvised scripts or heavily improvised shows, you sometimes have to create an ending.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it doesn't come to a nice little ending. Bow wrapped up in it. It's just like, well, I guess the bear can talk. There we go. A little off track. Rip Torn, 88 years old.
And the coolest name of all time.
Amazing name. Born Elmore Ruel Torn Jr. So he's a junior. There's a Rip Torn senior out there. Not out there, probably not anymore.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, unless it was old school Texas and the guy had him when he was 12. You know.
Yeah.
Could have happened.
Yeah.
And given his story and his kind of legendary kind of up and downs.
Well, he seemed like he was pretty angry, like you pointed out. So,
he was. Famous for his anger. So yeah, maybe we'll do a little Rip Torn thing for scenes from the cabin today.
You went and you're going into your Bill Clinton voice again. Careful.
I did. Yeah,
Careful.
No, I got this.
Scenes from the cabin tonight.
Yeah. Rip Torn was a legend.
That's great.
My friend Jeffrey Epstein. No. Terrible.
Wow.
They were friends. Let's just put it out there.
Yeah.
Also friends with Trump.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, he was also in 30 Rock, which he had a great a number of cameos in 30 Rock as well. A legendary actor. We'll definitely miss him, but can always watch him on the Larry Sanders Show, which is on Crave. And, of course, every year when you watch Dodgeball.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
The CIBC Run for Your Lives Mud Run 2019. The countdown starts now. It's 1 month and 3 weeks away. The campaign ends on September 4th, and you can sign up your team today at, CanadaHelps.org. And then there's a whole bunch of other things, subsidiary stuff. But if you go to the Cabin Radio Facebook page, there is a link right there. You can sign up to run alongside me and Ollie this year. I would love to do this again. I think I want to do it again. I'm in worse shape than last year, so it might be funny.
It's just over a month away, you say?
Yeah, September 4th.
September 4th.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
that
So
makes sense.
you got a few weeks. You got about 7 weeks? 7 or 8 weeks to start fundraising and get as much money as possible before the run. And like I said, there is a link right up there with alongside our video of us competing.
I was going to say, it felt like it was further away last year because it felt, as I recall, it was pretty chilly.
It was chilly. Well,
on
it's the
that
first
day.
weekend of September.
But yeah, that makes more sense. I thought that put us into August. But yeah, first week of September, that makes total sense.
I should say the registration closes September 4th. The run is on the 8th.
That's
right.
Okay. So lots of time.
Lots of time.
But get on it now.
Yeah, that's right. Sign up your team now. It's obviously for a very good cause. And adult participants, $75. Youth participants, 16 years and younger, $35. If you are a 17-year-old, you are an adult.
And there is no way to get around that plank over the lake run.
There is not.
As I found out last year.
Well, you did better than Ollie and I.
I mean, I killed it.
I crushed it.
Like, it was no big deal
what I
in
do.
the end. But,
I crushed it.
You know.
Huge. It was a wonderful time. We had so much fun last year, getting real dirty, and I think that's one of the best parts about it is that you can flop around in the mud and get real dirty, and it doesn't really matter. I feel like if there's that kind of that shielding, you know what I mean? Like you're not out there to compete athletically. You're just there to challenge yourself, and get nice and dirty.
That's right.
Which is how I like to approach everything, really.
What I really like about this event, too, obviously it's raising money for a great cause, but I love that the Mud Run Committee, they listen to the people, and they deliver. 2 years ago, there was not enough mud. That was the big complaint. We need more mud. Last year, heaps of mud.
Well, I mean, they did that, but also just the summer did that.
Yeah, the summer did that.
The summer did that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't a lot of days where it wasn't raining, or at least raining a bit last summer, so there was a ton of mud, and we got covered.
But either way, they left nothing to chance.
Good, healthy.
And I appreciate
That's right.
that.
That's right. And they filled it up with mud as well. So tons of fun, obviously for a good cause. And if you're afraid of getting out there and maybe not being in shape, just take a look at the video with Ollie and I. Shape doesn't matter. Round is a shape.
That's right.
And I am round. But it's so much fun and a good physical challenge as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's right.
But you can go at your own pace. That's the nice thing, as we certainly demonstrated.
Definitely did
I don't know
that.
if it looks like on video that we were going nonstop.
Yeah.
We
were not.
That was the illusion of the camera.
Let
us tell you.
We edited it out well. That's how we did it. We cut up very, very well. It looked like we were just giving her on that course. But there were large swaths of time where we were walking and stopping and talking, and I think we were eating at one point.
Having a coffee. Hunkering down.
It
in
was
some mud.
wonderful. Lecter was there in his chinos.
Oh, they'll be back.
Oh, they'll be back. Those are my work chinos.
That's right.
Go to Cabin Radio NWT on Facebook to check out the video and get the link to sign up your team today. Registration closes at September 4th. The run is September 8th. And obviously we'll talk more about that as we draw closer. Mornings at the Cabin, I think done. Yeah. For another day. we'll call it a day on this Wednesday, hump day. Hope you guys have a wonderful day today, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Say day again.
Day. Oh. Day. Oh. Daylight come, and I'm going to stop the show.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.